Stinky.
With gamer.
This is about Final Fantasy XIV. And you know what? About Final Fantasy XIV that I've noticed, at least for me. Absence does make the heart grow fonder. It has been really refreshing for me to think about FF14 lately and think good thoughts, positive thoughts, and think about how fun it's going to be to play it again. I haven't felt that in a long time. Taking breaks has been really good. So I'm looking forward to the new patch. I think when the new patch comes, I'm going to be able to fully enjoy it to the max and not having forced myself to just do stuff I don't care about for months. Okay. I feel positive about FF14 right now. More positive than I have in a long time. Maybe because I took a break. I'm on a break.
If you want to... Quick announcement, I'm partnering with Gamer Sups. If you want to try out some tasty energy drink flavors, you can get some free samples, and they even ship worldwide. If you like it and want more, use the code JOCAT for 10% off. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of being counted on to do complex tasks that involve more than it takes to eat a bowl of mushy cereal. In fact, I don't even feel motivated to hear what my allies need of me. I'm just gonna sit all the way over here, enjoying my Lucky Charms. Alone. And if things go wrong, I'll have to rely on the ever-reliable American method. I already see absolutely no negative consequences. Welcome to a crap guide to Final Fantasy.
Oh, the American job! Machinist, right, of course. Right. Oh, is this too... Sorry, is this too loud? I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm sick of having to dodge so many up-close AoEs. The boss keeps doing them, and I have to keep moving away to avoid getting splatted. And then I have to resort to the equivalent of throwing marshmallows that will scratch the enemy about as hard as a massage therapist with germophobia. I'm trying to beat them into submission, not soften their tenders. What's that I hear you say? There's an option to give me the ability to do max deeps even when I'm disconnected from the boss like an internet provider out in the country? Of course there is. I was just getting to it, and I'll thank you not to interrupt me again. The physical range DPS, or just range...
Like, I forgot how, unhinged these videos are. It's been a while since I've seen a crap guide from JoCat, and I forgot that it's almost a sensory overload video. That's the beauty of it, though, because these videos, usually you can watch them a couple times, and you get more out of it each time. Range DPS, what if I stab it far away? True. Mandatory fancy hat. Mandatory legs, but not mandatory knees, if you're on the Olafel. Speed! That's why I play Dancer. This is my main. Support in disguise. Wish I wasn't. Coolest LB. Coolest LB? I think the coolest LB is for Reaper, though. Yeah. I think Reaper is best.
For sure. Physically throwing my spleen into the splattering range of the near semi for long is the more mobile and forgiving cousin of the melee, and is the most important person in the party, since you are the least likely to get a commission in the end. And we thank you for providing such a valiant service, as there always needs to be someone in last place. Your role is all about keeping your uptime going, and although yes, every other role is also about trying to do that, you have absolutely no excuse for messing up. The gimmick of the range DPS is that you don't have to worry about any positionals or cast times and can run around the arena like an indecisive artist in a Hobby Lobby. You get to stay at a safe distance, and if there's ever a pissy puddle underneath your feet, moving out of the way won't risk you doing suboptimal damage. So what?
Pissy puddle. Is he really? Did he join crawlers? So what's the catch?
What's the catch? Nobody gets off scot-free in this game, as all roles have their stonks and stinks. Tanks have the responsibility of dancing with the boss.
Wait. HP for days. Responsibilities. God. Big hat stinky. Stanian. Not till 30. Yeah, if you can't be a Stanian until you're level 30. Fashion. Scrungly arms. Now that one I don't understand. Why scrungly arms for bars?
Tanks have the responsibility of dancing with the boss. Healers have to share gear models with the magic DPS that have been dyed white. And you will have to suffer the nail-pulling drawback known as the range tax. To balance for the fact that you have nearly no limitations on your mobility, your damage will be on average slightly less than both the melee and magic DPS jobs. And hell, sometimes even some tanks with their openers that'll put down bosses faster than PETA when it finds a stray. The range tax, although real, will make a tiny...
Wow. That's slow. But it's true. It is true, they do that.
Droplet of difference in the ground.
Though realistically, if you're really, really good at your job, you'll probably be better even on a dancer or bard than the average person in Duty Finder that's on a pure damage job. As sad as that is. Though, honestly, I don't know if anyone can beat Dancer AoE.
Although real will make a tiny droplet of difference in the grand scheme of things, and if you pick a ranged job and feel as though you're being outdone by your peers, odds are you were probably doing badly anyway, and the reason you have trouble jumping over that hurdle was just because your toes were too big and floppy that you would have tripped over every single one so badly anyway. Discovery Channel would decide to make a show about whether or not you're real. Let me summarize. If you do...
But if you're a dancer and you put dance partner on the highest damage person, then all of the extra damage that they did is yours too. So basically you did all of your damage plus like 30% credit for the top DPS. So really that's the way to do the most damage in the party.
Bad, it's a skill issue. Nevertheless, the same rules as any role applies in the fact that you should stay out of the piss puddles wherever possible. Even more so considering you're wearing Heelys and by all rights should be able to avoid any and every possible puddle and be the nicest smelling at the party, which is important because the healers only have so much nasal tolerance. Lucky for you, each range also has a bottle of perfume to spray that will at least mask the piss smell a bit. The final shared utility in the belt of the Batman is the limit break, which although does not do as much single target damage as the melee, has the...
What is it with NA and piss? I mean, if you look at the Bard LB, don't they also say piss chat for NNA for yell chat? Don't they call it piss chat? I think I heard that. I haven't been on NA long enough to know.
Benefit of being able to hit multiple targets in a line like a really violent high-five surfer. The range roster is a trio of performers, each one skilled in a different charismatic art, and each one a different flavor of slutty. First is the bard, where your bow is your harp. Also, your harp is your harp, because with this job you get a bunch of instruments you can play, including these obnoxiously loud drums.
Oh no.
You are one of the few jobs with the endangered species known as the damage over time skill, and your main attack involves firing a single arrow repeatedly until a bigger, cooler arrow gets jealous and sometimes asks to be fired too. But not all the time, because it's not like it likes to be shot or anything. You also have a bunch of songs to play that will make everyone in the party hear a remix of their opening theme. And everybody knows when the opening kicks on, you deal more damage. Because you're the one playing them, you also get your...
I can already sense that I'm going to be called out in a second when he gets to Dancer. I'm just anticipating it right now. Wasn't it my friend Zem who said that he started on Bard and one of the first spells that he got was a poison arrow? And every time he cast a poison arrow, he would get away from the area where it was shot because he thought it left a poison cloud behind that would do damage. He didn't want to get poisoned by his own arrow that he shot, so he would shoot the arrow and then like always be really far from that spot.
Your own special benefits, you filthy, dirty performer, you. A song that sometimes lets you shoot more arrows when it feels like giving you some. A song that makes you shoot faster, and a song that lets you shoot more arrows when it feels like giving you some. But a little bit different. All this arpeggios to a crescendo into a grand finale where you fire a big ol' arrow. And if you've played all your songs, you have the ability to face roll your piano and startle your party into doing even more damage. I said hit harder! Now hold on to those notes there, partner. For the machinist's main attack, it uses a gun, the most selfish of the range classes, where the name of the game is... And the name is labeled on a box called Your Doom being shipped to the enemy at terminal velocity. What you sacrifice in party buffs, you make up for in big... Having 3 giant bullets and a bunch of smaller, higher frequency bullets. Doing your normal 1, 2, 3 will get your gun very hot and bothered until it's riled up enough to rapid fire its red hot goodness. And if you make sure to toss your special toy into the mix, it can end in an explosive finish. Keep up that momentum, and eventually you can even invite your queen to join in the fun. Hey, I hear she's got multiple frequency settings. All this might make you feel like you're not contributing as much, but no need to be nervous. Lucky for you.
Did they fix the ping problems though with machinists? I heard a rumor they did, but I don't know if they really did.
This job comes with extra protection. But you are not some simpleton who can be won over.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what was that?
Protection. But you are not some simpleton who can be won over by some flashy lights and pretty songs. You want passion, romance, a partner who can
Oh no, I can feel this dancer time.
To your standards! The dancer forgoes buffing the entire party or focusing on doing its own damage and instead picks one party member. One extra special, extra spicy, extra sexy partner in crime to give a super buff in damage in the form of 2 extra flashy minigames of Simon Says. And then you do a little bit of blending and sending the bodies flying. They're dying to birds that give them birdies. And afterwards, it's just a matter of praying to
man, where's the rest? Where's the rest?
Jesus to bless your twinkle toes, because from there it's all coin flips all the time. Your rotation is a 1 and a 2 that can coin flip into a 3 and a 4, and both of those can coin flip into either a single target or AoE 5, which itself is a coin flip into a possible 6.
So can you see why I like dancers so much? It is the gamba job. It's the Gamba job of FF14. That's literally why I love Dancer so much, because it's dopium. It's the most dopium per second. Which is what you really should be worried about instead of damage per second. Everything has a chance to proc the other thing, and then that has a chance to proc another thing. But every once in a while, you get Pity, which is Flourish, and you can press the button that gives you all the things all at once.
Itself is a coin flipped into a possible 6.
Then once you're in rhythm, your spinnies will kill them, then dance in the wind like that Marion.
Yeah,
Ribbons
the
and
whole
kicking
song.
and flipping their carrions into your allies so they can annihilate all that's left. Yay, now they're dead.
And now you know how to play
Great.
ranged. You're welcome.
Amazing, as expected from Joe Cat. Joe Cat never disappoints, but obviously Dancer. Coolest, best job in the whole game. Easy, fun, but not too easy. It's easy to learn, but difficult to master, right? So that's why you should still be proud of me for playing it. It's really good. Okay, here's the link to the video. Loved it. It kind of inspiring me. Get me back in the mood to make some Final Fantasy content again. It's probably time to do that. Might want to resurrect the YouTube channel. Might want to do that.